Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. Today I'm going to bring up two upcoming AI projects that I think have a lot of potential going into the next few months, upwards of even a year from now. And so I already got the first one up here. We're gonna go right into it today. So Skillful AI is the project here. So their Twitter, if you want to check it out, Skillful AI, just one word, exactly how it sounds. And so with Skillful, as I'm lagging again, but anyways, with Skillful, what it seems like they are building is an entire AI ecosystem. It seems like the two biggest things that they got going on is they have a marketplace for AI and potentially like AI slash automation, some sort of marketplace related to that. And I'll get into that in a minute. But then also they have their actual platform slash dashboard. So what really caught my eye was actually in this teaser here. They had this section right here.
Creativity breaks free of its chains with our easy-to-use drag-and-drop interface. Transform any idea into reality in just a few clicks.
Yeah, so right there. So the reason why I like this is because, so again, just from this little teaser, what it seems like it could be is that they are trying to make some sort of platform in which you can talk to different AI softwares, AI tools at the same time, to create your own AI tool out of it. So this is very powerful in a sense, where this is basically putting, potential, it's like almost like an AI toolkit builder for anyone to actually just use and start integrating, right? And then it's also a marketplace for these AI tools that are built, right? And so this to me seems a lot like, if you guys are familiar with make.com or zapier.com, those are some of the biggest AI automation tools on the market. And this kind of reminds me of it, how it's kind of like a drag and drop. You got different choices here. It looks like for reference, they're even just bringing up like OpenAI, like a LLM, Mid-Journey here for, images and stuff like that. Probably just for reference, obviously, for this little teaser. But, it seems like you'll be able to do and choose any sort of, building tools that you got, they list here, and create your own tool out of it, for whatever use case, right? So in my opinion, it seems like it's going to be a very powerful AI platform in and of itself, in a sense where anybody is going to be able to create their own, whatever it is, development tool, an AI assistant. Super interesting. And then you're going to be able to sell these to people, which again reminds me of Zapier in a sense where, you can actually, you can kind of sell on Zapier like your automations basically. I've seen people have their own separate websites in which they sell their zaps is what they call them, their Zapier automation. It's almost like a template for automations, but I feel like this is going to be very similar in a sense, but using like different AI tools. And then you're gonna be able to buy, this specific AI tool, which then integrates all of these tools together, right? So again, it seems very interesting, and this is what I've got just from, the research that I've done here. Just diving into a bunch of stuff. And so it looks like they got an AI agent suite. Empower AI agents with flexible functionalities distinct from task-specific models. Developers in the AI suite can create custom tools and skills, while users personalize agents with selected capabilities. Pretty interesting stuff in my opinion. Definitely got a lot of different stuff coming. They got definitely a lot. I think they should definitely just stick to their platform and maybe a marketplace. I don't know if they need more than that right now. As I like to see a lot of projects when they focus heavily on one or two things, rather than, claiming they're building this entire ecosystem, and at the end of the day when it launches, they don't have any working tools, nothing is actually like being built, right? So a big thing with this too is I'd like to see if this is actually built out already once it launched, or if when this launches, it's not even going to be, you know, half done yet, because I'm definitely one for working products in the AI sector right now. There are not many projects, at least I'm kind of comparing a lot of these lower cap, micro cap AI coins, that claim they have all these utilities but don't have anything. There's just a lot of vaporware, is what we call it. But I like to see this in action. This is something potentially I would use, which is why I'd be interested in it. To create certain AI tools, especially for whatever use cases, right? Social media, creating AI agents for different things, especially if they integrate a lot of Web3 tools, could be very cool. But again, this is one I'm just watching pretty heavily here. Don't know exactly when this is gonna launch. It looks like that a public sale whitelist right now. Their ticker is SKAI when that's out. Their tokenomics look pretty good. I'd like to see a little bit more in depth into their, all the sales that they got. If they got a seed, private sale, public sale, all three or one of them, two of them. Ecosystem development. I'd like to see what that kind of entails. Heavy marketing budget, but if they can use that to actually market this project very well, that could very well be a great tool. Bottom line, to pump the price, right? If they got a great marketing budget, they use that budget very well. It's a simple idea. Like, if they can market their project well, it should do pretty well as well, especially if they have the fundamentals to back it up, right? Solid liquidity. I can't really tell. I don't know for having 10% of that for liquidity. It seems okay. It doesn't seem bad, bottom line, in my opinion. I would just like to see, again, like unlocks, investing, stuff like that. This is just kind of a list, I guess, of their stuff for their interface. But yeah, and I also like that their team is doxed here as well. Pretty cool stuff. They got some advisors from other projects. Ex-director of Kraken, which is pretty cool. Saxo Bank. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. We got some backers here a little bit. But yeah, I think as of right now, this is probably one of the best looking upcoming AI projects on the market right now, in my personal opinion. So again, I'll be watching this very heavily. And so the second one here is going to be MyShell AI. So build, share, and own AI agents. I talked about this one in a video maybe a couple weeks ago. Also, in that other video I brought up, NAI is the ticker NAI, or Nucle AI, Knuckle AI. Still don't know how to pronounce it. But that project launched, and it's definitely down very hard, but it was bullish when it launched. But again, I think because market conditions over the last month have been very difficult, most projects, especially if they were newer, are going to have a very difficult time surviving through. Unless they're really proven strong projects, it's been a tough time, honestly, over the last month or two for a lot of projects, right? But anyways, with MyShell, I like this one a lot. I think AI agents in general, I think anything with the word AI agent in it will print at some point. I think AI very soon at some point is going to have a hyper pump. Similar to the last bull cycle, how lots of layer ones, layer twos, and a lot of good DeFi projects, had explosive runs across the board, right? I think the same thing is going to happen, but for AI coins. AI and memes specifically. And obviously, I love RWA gaming, Bitcoin DeFi as well. But I think lately they've kind of taken the back seat, even though those are definitely not narratives to sleep on either. And I'll probably make more videos on those soon. But creator economy in the AI native era, leveraging state-of-the-art generative AI models, you can transform your ideas into AI native apps. in just seconds. So this is kind of interesting to me because I'm not too sure what that actually means. But this is their dApp too, so we're gonna go into this. But yeah, definitely very interesting stuff going on here. So I want you guys to like check this out too. They got a chat, got workshop here. You know, I personally have not messed around too much with this, just because I really like, you know, I don't know, not really specifically for any good or bad reason. Just I don't know. It's pretty interesting though. Let's see what Lily Jester is. Widgets, but yeah, so it's, I don't know, really interesting. You basically are creating your own. I don't know if it's a full out bot here or what, but people can interact with a lot of these, if not all of these, you know, and they do their own things. You know, very interesting stuff. So it's definitely one to watch. Keep this on your radar. And let's go back to the home page. But yeah, that's what confused me is native apps in seconds. Because to me that sounds like it's some sort of code app builder or something. Which I mean maybe it is, maybe I've just overlooked something with this for a while. But it just seems like, you know, you can kind of create bots and stuff to, you know, interact with people, things like that. But again, you know, I'm just showing you guys like just from my thoughts, my perspective from a lot of this. But like I said, I think this one definitely can cook at some point. You know, I think once it's out though, you know, the main problem though is when a project has a lot of hype, lots of attention, usually it's not going to perform well right off the bat once it launches. A lot of times you got to wait for these projects to dump pretty heavily before they actually start their real run. So, you know, it is something I wanted to bring up. It's important, I think, because like I said, I talked about this NAI token. It is out now. It's been out for I think at least a few months, if not like I don't know, a few weeks. Like I just said that. But yeah, this is NAI, and as you can see, again, market conditions were horrible. But so once this launched, you know, it did move up pretty heavily for again maybe a couple days. But after that, what happened? Boom, just it's been dumping. It's been down for a while. And again, when projects have a ton of hype before they're launched, this is what happens, you know. So it's just something to keep in mind because if you guys think, you know, unless you're getting into like these pre-sales and stuff, you know, usually if you think that you can just buy and hold when a coin launches, hold it for 3 months or even hold it for like a few weeks, you know, and it's gonna pull a 50x. Usually that's never the case, unless it's like a stealth launch or a coin launches, you know, and has zero attention, has 20 followers on, you know, Twitter. Usually, because when that main attention comes into a project, that's what makes it pump. But when projects like this have all their hype already, they have that main wave of hype already before the tokens launched, you know, that's mainly what happens to the projects like that. So again, I mean that's kind of random to bring up today, but these are just two projects that I think have a lot of potential. Keep this on your radar, definitely. And outside of that, that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So, thank you.